If these ad networks can figure out to place the right ad to the right person at the right time, you could show less ads at a higher CPM and drive that higher return, and then pay for all the streaming content that we all love. That's the hope.
Tell us about that seismic shift that happened when people really started preferring over the top in droves. And it's not done, by the way, folks. You can give us some numbers on that, Mary. And did advertisers respond nimbly, and is there still more catching up to do?
Ads are what really power the content that we watch, and these big media companies as well. COVID really sped forth the idea that we're gonna cut the cord. We're not gonna pay for cable and streaming. And now, there's a lot of dollars going into digital advertising on the streaming networks.
So we're talking about these streaming services in the early days when it was Netflix and Hulu. It was pure subscription, but now I think almost all of them have a hybrid with advertising. How does that work out? Does it get back to what you were driving at, that you can tell the advertisers we know a heck of a lot more about these people, these eyeballs, than we did with DVR or linear or whatever?
Yeah, a lot of it is the targeting, but the other thing is that in the last 2 years, the price of the streaming services has increased by 100%. So now we ask consumers, would you be willing to watch ads? And 34% of people say, I would be willing to watch 12 minutes of ads if you charge me $12 less. So you've noticed, I'm sure, that you have different options, that you can pay nothing and watch a lot of ads, you can pay a little something, watch a few ads, or you can pay a lot and watch no ads. How many people here don't have to watch ads because they're willing to pay for it? Actually, fewer than I expected. I don't watch ads.
The way that video games are consumed, how is that going to change? Is it going to be similar to what we saw with video content?
Video games are unbelievably large relative to how much attention they get. One estimate is that they generate globally $170 billion a year of revenue. That compares to about $30 billion a year for recorded music, and also about $30 billion a year in film box office. So you're talking about an unbelievably massive market that doesn't get as much attention as it should. And something like 3.5, 4 billion people are accessible through smartphones through 2 app stores, Apple App Store and Google App Store. So you have an unbelievable, now obviously not all video games are distributed through the app stores, but a lot of them are. And it is an unbelievable form of distribution that's completely global.
There's obviously the casual gaming. I think that market is huge, but I just look at, again, what's going on in the country, across the country, the amount of fiber that's being built, and the broadband price. We got 1 gig, we got 2 gig, we got 5 gig. They're out there selling 8 gig, and you can't do anything with 8 gig today. But I think they've been saying that when it was 56 kilobytes and 2 meg, right? We somehow find a way to fill up the bandwidth that gets built, and I think that, to me, VR, like whatever, obviously gaming is a big implication. There's a lot of speed, or there's a lot of pipe that is being put out there that will be filled up by something, and gaming certainly is one. We think about, do you bundle a subscription to Game Pass with your broadband, with your streaming? Does it go with your music service? And so for us, it's beyond streaming. It's just building that sort of lifestyle bundle of your services that you want.